welcome to FitZest. So, with the attire that I am in, you people might have guessed it, what I'm going to talk about today. Yes, today I'm going to talk about cycling, which is my favorite hobby. Now, cycling is another hobby or activity that you can pursue to keep yourself fit, and it too is a great workout routine that you can adopt, and it has got very less impact on your joints, unlike jogging, running, or even jump rope or skipping for that matter. So, unlike jump ropes or skipping, cycling requires you to have an equipment, that is the bicycle. Now, bicycles have come a long way from ancient or old penny farthings with a large or humongous front wheel and a small rear wheel to the modern ultra lightweight time trial bicycles and some special bikes like recumbent bicycles or tandem bicycles. So, before getting into cycling or buying a bicycle for yourself, it is important to understand what type of riding you are going to do, what type of terrain or environment that you live in, and what kind of bike or bicycle will suit you. So, this video is dedicated to give you information regarding different types of bikes or bicycles available and the different components or parts of the bicycle. We won't be talking about special bikes like recumbent bicycles or tandem bicycles, but we'll be focusing majorly on the standard shaped bicycle. So these bikes or standard shaped bicycle, as you can see behind me, are basically of three different types. You have a mountain bike, which is on my right here. You have a road bike, which is on my left, and you have a hybrid bike, which I do not have or I do not own, but it is something in between the mountain bike and a road bike. We will see what are all the features of or what differentiates these different types of bicycle and the different parts of it or components of a bicycle. Mountain bikes. Now, these are the bicycles that you see people riding on trails or downhill or on rough terrain or rough surfaces. So, these bikes are a little bit heavier compared to your road bikes, are sturdier, got wide or larger wheels with aggressive pattern, and usually with shock absorbers. Now, you may have a single shock absorber at the front or two shock absorbers both at front and rear. Now, the one with only one shock absorber at the front are also called hardtails. Now, what are the advantages of this bicycle? Now, these are like the SUVs, which can go anywhere or tackle any terrain or trails, but they are a bit heavier and are also a little bit slower compared to your hybrid or road bikes. Road bikes. Now, they are like sports cars. They can go very fast. They are very lightweight and they are also nimble. That is, you can flick it around with these, unlike mountain bikes. They are usually characterized by thin tires or thin wheels and a bent handlebar so that you can position your hands in different ways and you can keep your body in such a way that you got least resistance from the wind in an aerodynamic position. So these are fast bikes, lightweight bikes. The advantage is you can cover large distance with it, you can go very fast, but herein also lies its disadvantages. Now, they won't be having any shock absorbers. They will be usually built around a stiff frame, and so they are riding these in potholed roads or a trail or any rough terrain is a jarring experience. And hybrid bikes are, like I said, they are something in between. They are probably more suitable for commuting or city rides. They can handle a decent amount of potholed roads or rough terrains. They are sturdier or more forgiving or more abuse resistant than road bikes, but are a little bit slower to road bike. Now, bikes that we have or that can be bought from the market can be either with gear or without gear. Now, if you live in a flat area where you do not have many inclines and declines, or if it's not a rolling resistance but relatively flat surfaces or roads, then you can go with the single speed gear bicycle, that is a bike with a single gear ratio. And if you are living in a place where you have a lot of inclines and declines or you have a rolling terrain, it's better to get a bicycle with gear, because if otherwise you will need to push the bike as much as you ride it, because on inclines that are greater than a certain degree you will have to push the bike, and of course you can ride it only on flat or declines. Now let us see different parts or components of a bicycle. So this particular section here is called the top tube, and this one is the down tube, and this is the seat tube. Now what we have above here, this section which slides in and out of the seat tube is called the seat post. This is the saddle, this is the seat stay, and this one here, this is called the chain stay. Coming towards the front, this section is called the head tube. This rod here, which connects the main body of the bicycle to the handlebar, is called the stem, and this is the handlebar. Now, since this is a road bike, we have a bent handlebar here. So this is the handlebar. And then, of course, we have the brakes, which also consists of gear shifters, which I'll be showing you in a while. These are called the forks. This is the front fork. And the braking mechanism that allows you to brake this portion here, they are called brake calipers. We have calipers at the front as well as at the rear. The wheel, which consists of the tire, which is the rubber part, the rim, which is the metal part, and then the hub, which is the through which the axle goes here, and then the spokes. Now this is the wall that allows you to fill in air to your tires. Now here you have two different types of walls. One is a shredder wall and the other one is a presta wall. The shredder walls are the walls which you see in your motorbikes or some Indian bicycle brands. Now this kind of a wall is called a presta wall. Now coming downwards, we have our crankset, which includes the chain rings as well as the pedal, and then we have the chain, and we have the cassette. Now this is the crankset that we are seeing here, which consists of two chain rings, the larger one and a smaller one. And at the back we have our cassette, which consists of 8 cogs, that is 8 different sprockets or rings of different diameters with different number of teeth. Now this collectively, this entire set consisting of, here we have 8 different cogs. Now this is called a cassette. And the shifting mechanism that makes the chain jump from one cog to the other when you shift the rear gear is called the rear derailleur, which is this. And similarly at the front, the mechanism that shifts the chain from larger chain ring to smaller chain ring is called the front derailleur. This is the crank arm and this is the pedal. Now many of you might be wondering what kind of a pedal is this. Now these are called clipless pedals. Unlike traditional or flat pedals like these, clipless pedals allow you to clip onto the bike. That is, you will be wearing a cycling shoe which consists of a cleat which clips in to this place here, so that your foot or legs will be attached to the bike as you ride. Now you may wonder, why do I need to fix my leg onto my bicycle? What if I need to stop? Yes, that is a you can say a concern that many beginner riders will have. But once you get used to how to ride with clip-in pedals, which I'll be doing a video on in coming days, you will be having the advantages of having better grip on the bicycle as well as being able to power yourself even while the legs come up. That is, you can push down on the pedal as well as pull up on them. So that is the advantage. Now that you are familiar with different types of bikes as well as different components of a bicycle, let us see which bike will suit you. Now if you live in a hilly region and you will have to ride on a lot of potholed roads, rough roads, trails, then you would be better off with the mountain bike, maybe a hardtail. Unless you do serious downhill, a hardtail would be great. And if your purpose is to do commuting or city ride, then I would say hybrid would be a better option. And if you are interested in covering large distances, going as fast as you can, being in an aero position, then road bike is for you. Now that you have decided the type of bike you need, let's see what other aspects must be considered before getting yourself a bike. The major thing that you want to consider is the size. Now bike sizes are usually given in either centimeters or in inches. Usually road bike sizes are given in centimeters and mountain bike sizes are given in inches. Now since I have my road bike here, I will be specifying in centimeters. You can always convert the length to inches, do the math. So if your height is around say 4'10" or around 5'2", 5'3", then you go with the small sized frame. That is centimeter wise it would be say 49 to 51 centimeters. And if you are of medium height, say 5'6" or so, then you can go with a medium frame which is around 53 centimeters. And if you are a tall person like 5'9", 5'10" or above 6, you can go with a 59 centimeter or so. Now what I have here is a medium sized frame, and these lengths are the length of your seat tube. That is starting from the center of your crankset up to the seat post. So depending on your height, select the proper frame size or the bike size. Okay, so that's it in today's video, and in coming videos I'll be showing you how to change gears, what precautions must be taken while changing gear, what is the difference between the shifters in a road bike and a hybrid or a mountain bike, what to avoid while shifting gears, and when to use what gear combinations. So I hope you like these videos. If you like them, then please do not forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. And yes, of course, you can always hit the bell icon to get notifications regarding updates on my video hub, that is FitZest. Until then, ciao.